Do you think that there's microphone covers that look like penises? Because I feel like, every time you put it in my face, I feel like it would just be more fitting if it had like a penis cover on it.
Okay, how would that be more fitting?
Well, that's how it makes me feel.
Okay. I don't know how comfortable I feel with my woman saying that it would be more fitting if a penis was in my face.
It could be a black one.
Yeah?
Would that make you feel better?
I mean, would that make you feel better? Is that how we're starting this episode off, with you saying how it would be more fitting if you had a black penis in your face during this podcast? Goodness gracious.
So, how have you been?
So we're an interracial couple. Just having a good time. Yeah. We're back after being away for a little bit. We missed you guys. And as some of you may know, we were dealing with some personal things. Is that...
We can talk about it, yeah.
Go ahead. I mean, you can talk about it.
We can talk about it. We lost my mom. She passed away suddenly. I've been thinking about how appropriate it is when people say we lost somebody that they love. Because like I guess that's just what it feels like. You know, like, and I don't know what happens after this life. I don't know what I believe. I do think we're energy, so I don't think we're created or destroyed. But I feel like that's about as much as I know. But it does feel like in the current iteration of life that you're in, that when someone passes away, like, you lose them.
Yeah.
In that moment, like, you have them, you have their memories, you have their love, but you don't have them.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's tough to deal with. It's a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
It is a bummer. I was fixated on the way you said we lost my mom, and not on the we as in you and us, because like clearly as close as she was to you, she was like super close to me and this family. I knew this woman for 21 years. Ansley talked to her mom like every single day the whole time we were together, which means I kind of had her ear every single day to some degree, and especially with FaceTime, like I saw this woman every single day.
Yeah.
And super impressive human being, one in a billion type of a person, and everybody felt this way. She's one of these people that she has with you this super compassionate, genuine, loving relationship that you think is so unique that she couldn't possibly be having this relationship with somebody else. But she's literally having that relationship with every single person. Like everybody she has a relationship feels special for the relationship they have with her. Right? And so when you say like we lost her, like this is a person that like we really lost. Like not just you, not just me, not just our kids, but all of her friends and all of her family. It's one of those things where as devastated as I was, everybody that I encountered, part of me was like, okay, let me be strong for this person because they lost someone who was devastating to lose.
I felt like everybody was like her good friends, like her best friend came to the viewing and was like, I was going to be the rock for you guys, and she was like, but look at me, like.
Yeah, it's tough. That was tough. And it also made me think that, like all these shitty people out there where if you're in a room and you're like, we lost Todd, and I'm going, no, you lost Todd. Todd was a dick to me. Listen, I'm not going to say I was hoping, but I was waiting. Just waiting on Todd to go. But yeah, this is, for you, for us, for you so more, this is like not today's not the first day of the rest of your life, but like since that, or which day in this process feels like, okay, this is the first day of the rest of my life now, because this is a new world.
Yeah. You asking me which day does?
Or did or does or?
I think immediately it felt like a different world. Like, I don't know. And every day it just the reality of like, the permanence of the change is hitting me over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, which, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people have shared with me their stories of loss, you know, because of, you know, just talking about it, you know, like it opens that up to other people.
Yeah.
To be, and that's the other thing that I think has struck me with it. Like everybody loses people. Everybody has a mom that possibly they've lost, or dad, or, you know, or somebody. Like Finn was telling me that the oldest person in the world is 120 years old, and they've outlived all of their children.
Wow.
And I was like, that's insane. And like their kids could have lived to be 90 easily.
Yeah.
And, you know, and like still they outlived. Like, I don't know, like that just like blew my mind, like thinking through that. Like,
you think the person that is 102 was a little bit of a bad burrito? They had kids at 12? 120? 120. Oh, okay. Wow, 120?
120, yeah.
Yeah, that could have lived a bit. Yeah, wow. How about that?
Yeah, don't even have to be a bad burrito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a person who waited a little to have kids.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That is pretty wild. That is pretty wild. Also, too, it's, you know, she was your mom was like almost like a mascot for our lives.
Oh, for our family, yeah.
For our family, and it was
yeah.
You know, like just to put it out there. I mean, this woman was super impressive. She was the first female head coach at West Point. She was coaching the men's gymnastics team.
No, the women's gymnastics team. They worked together, but she was the women's coach.
Okay, so she was the first female coach. Yeah, is how it would be qualified.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha. So remember that as a Jeopardy question.
Yeah.
You know, the first female coach, and then there's, I guess, we have to figure out who the first female head coach is, and we have to tarnish her reputation.
Well, she was the head coach of the women's team.
But does she get credit for being first female head coach?
I have no idea.
I wonder how that works.
Yeah.
I wonder how that works. Like if she, and again, if another woman does get credit for it,
yeah,
we'll tarnish her reputation and get her canceled.
Okay.
There's no way she wasn't racist. There's no way that woman doesn't have a blackface picture somewhere. We're gonna dig.
Yeah.
We're gonna dig deep.
Yeah.
We're gonna dig deep, and you know, it also kind of, you know, like spawned like a transition for even this podcast, because it was one of those things where we kind of realized that we're holding back on so many of the things that we love and adore, just because we didn't want to bog down this comedy podcast with our fitness lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, but again, that's what, you know, Ansley's incredible mom was. I mean, she was, you know, like a mascot for not just like the kindness, the compassion, and the sharing, but just like the fitness and the competition, and just, you know, the way we support each other. You know, she was our biggest fan, and, you know, I don't know necessarily of the podcast, but you know what I mean. But for us, for our family, she was our biggest fan. You know, she also thought we were hilarious.
Yeah,
you know, it was, you know. But is there anything else you wanted to say before we get into some of this?
I don't know. Just go hug your mom.
Yeah, go hug that lady.
Take care of those moms.
Please do. Please do. All right.
All right.
Now that you're back from hugging your mother. So here's how we're going to start. We're going to start with, is there anything that you've been obsessed with lately?
Oh, well, I've still been trying to become supernatural.
Yeah?
Yeah. And what I've been working on recently to become supernatural is you've got a certain amount of energy, right, in your body.
Word.
And it can get stagnated into you.
Heard
and
that.
Your energy can become more like matter. If your your chakras are clogged up,
mm-hmm.
you're matter, and you're a little bit heavy, and like you can't make that chemical reaction to take your matter into energy, which is, you know, your energy is your light and your wavelength and what can connect you to the beyond, right?
Yeah.
So I've got a tip for you on how to move some of your matter into energy.
You think I know how to move my matter? You don't think I know how to move matter out of me?
Well, you got to go up. Are you going up or are you going down?
Of course I was going down. I was pushing that matter out of me.
No, Sydney. You need to ejaculate into your your brain. You need to, yes.
You're talking about a come up.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
all right.
So you need to start with pulling that perineum up.
Yeah.
Like deep in your anus, your sex muscles. If you don't know what a perineum is, you're pulling that up.
You think people are like, oh, my sex muscles. Because when you said perineum and then you said your sex muscles, I was like, I don't know if I know what a perineum is. My sex muscles are my feet. That's what I use to push. I don't know where are my sex muscles?
No, your first chakra, like right at the tip of your anus, like right down in there, like what's connecting, what's rooting your anus to the ground.
So you're talking like that taint area?
Taint, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You squeeze the taint?
You got to pull that taint up into you.
Pull it up.
You got to pull, because most of your matter, your energy can get stuck in your first two chakras down
That's
there.
why I was going to push it out. It's right there.
No, you got to pull it up. You're just gonna shit out all your energy.
I mean, I think that's what I was going to do.
No.
You want a squatty potty for that?
So you want to pull it up and you want to suck in your lower abs. Now you're like, so you've got like your spinal cord, is connected up to your brain, right?
Word.
And you've got a tube that goes up from everything. I don't remember the name of it, but there's a tube that goes up through all of this.
Is this true?
Yeah.
Was this like the movie Being John Malkovich, where there's like an elevator that goes like, what is in this tube? Are there little people inside you, Angie, controlling you? What is happening here?
No. Stay with me.
Okay.
All right. So suck your perineum up, suck your lower abs up, and you're gonna squish your energy up. You're gonna think about it going up all the way up to your body, and it's gonna go all the way up through the back of your spine into your base of your brain, and take your finger. Dig a little hole in the top of your head, like put your nail in there so you can really feel it.
Okay.
Because when you take your finger away, I want you to feel that spot.
All right.
All right, now you can take your finger away. Now you're going to squeeze everything up and think about getting to that point, right?
Okay.
Now, when you're ready, now release everything, relax. Now you're going to take a deep breath in through your nose and you're going to do the same thing. You suck everything up and hold it up there and then let it go. Now you're going to repeat doing this.
Yeah.
And this is going to move the energy that could be stuck in your lower chakras all the way up to the brain. And you're going to fire your energy level. And you're going to find a new wavelength. Yeah. And you're going to really connect.
It's like a reverse fart.
Yeah. You're farting up to your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Okay.
I can definitely do that. That makes so much sense to me.
Okay.
Like, I think there's a great way to explain it, too, for the layman.
Yeah.
Just like fart up.
Fart up.
Fart up. I guess you could. If you're good, you could probably do a come up.
You come up, yeah. I didn't get it the first time.
Yeah?
Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah. That's nice. So that's you've been doing that?
Yeah, a little bit.
How often have you been farting up your body?
Today.
Yeah.
No, I've been thinking about.
Now I teach it. Thank you for joining my seminar.
I've been learning about it,
Yeah.
and like today was the first day I really practiced it.
How long did you do it?
A car ride.
All right.
This is the thing though with these like, so meditation and breathing techniques and all that stuff, like sometimes it's hard to set apart like the guy that was talking about it's like, oh, I set apart like 2 to 3 hours because I don't want to get interrupted, right?
Yeah.
That sounds overwhelming to me right now.
Yeah.
Right? But a quiet car ride, I can practice some of this and it's better than nothing.
It is better than nothing.
I was looking at a post that's like, you save $10 a day and it's over $3,000. Like little things really add up.
Yeah.
Like you read 20 pages of a book and in a year you've read 10 books. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, so start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere. Ansley starts in the car ride home. I've been obsessed with lawyering.
Lawyer?
Just being a lawyer. Right? Because I've been watching the George Floyd case.
Yeah.
And it's not even about like where you fall on the guilt or innocence of it. It's just watching these lawyers go at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been really interesting, because they're good lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like I'm just so hype on that right now. I just want to lawyer everything.
Did you hear that, Making a Murder? Did you hear that he's getting back into court?
Oh, my God. This might be my calling.
Yeah. You
think I could represent him?
Maybe.
You got to be like in the beginning of each Like, dude, we just gotta fart up and we got this. Just come on, just me and you. Come on, just trust me. Trust me. Squeeze your sex muscles.
Yeah. They found witnesses that saw the nephew. Remember what Macy was? Dassey.
Yeah.
They saw him and some other dude pushing the car onto his junkyard.
Uh-oh.
So now they've got and the state knew about this.
Yeah.
And the state said when the witness called and told him, the state was like, "No, we already know who did this murder."
Yeah.
And now they've like got this proof, so they're going back to court.
They framed a murderer for murder.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
But then the other guy, I guess, is innocent. The fat guy, the uncle.
The one that, yeah.
Is he the one that they saw pushing the vehicle with?
No, so they don't know who this other person is that was pushing with the nephew. Yeah. They just know that this proves that the murderer was framed.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't be in jail because he's framed.
Man, I gotta put in some calls and see if I can represent him.
Yeah, get on it,
dude. I could definitely probably get him more talent. Like keep him. I could keep him in prison for sure.
You want to keep him? Yeah.
I just like the way lawyers ask questions. Like I noticed what they do is they kind of like they take the wind out of a person's sails. Like when a person says something, you know, like a person. So I'll give you an example. So I was watching them lawyer up the there was a white woman who was an EMT who was a witness.
Yeah.
To this, and the whole entire time the defense is trying to discredit her memory.
Yeah. Because
she's basically saying that she remembers that the EMTs, because again she was off duty, but she remembers that the EMTs took like a long time to get there, right? And she's trying to say either through her experience that either the cops didn't call the EMTs or the dispatch the cops called were negligent in them and relaying the message to the EMTs for them to get there, because like response time is always fast. Like 3 minutes is the response time. And they were right by a fire station who also responds to these things. So they could have been there in a matter of seconds, right? Yeah. If that place wasn't already on a different call, theoretically. So she's saying that it took like this an exorbitant amount of time, and it's like, to her recollection, it's like not, it never takes that long, right? And he's like, you know, were you sure, you know, that your memory was okay? Like, and he starts questioning all the things that she said in her statement. Yeah. To make her memory look fraudulent. Yeah. And one of the things that she said in her original statement is that the cops were on top of a small, skinny black man.
Oh man, it's not a small, skinny black man.
No, and it's like you can just see when they got to that, it was just like her face was just like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? Yeah. She knew it was coming.
Yeah.
She knew it was coming. But she didn't want to read any of her statement either. Yeah. So then he kept like finding these things that were different that she said in the moment that were clearly wrong because we had video of it, which is crazy. She was one of the people videotaping. Yeah. She didn't watch the tape. Yeah. You know, like her explanation for why she thought it was a small, skinny man, and she was like, well, when there were 3 grown men on top of him, it made him look like a small, slender man. And I'm like, it made him look like a fucking giant.
Yeah, taking 3 men to hold him down.
He had 3 adult men on him, and you could still see all of his body.
Yeah, yeah.
He was gigantic. Yeah. He was a gigantic man. So it was just like, and again, it's like that doesn't mean anything in the case. Right. Right. That has nothing to do with guilt or innocence. Yeah. But it's just like the way the lawyers just like worked their way into that and got that. It was just like, holy shit, this is fun.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. Yeah. Yeah. I would like, there's been, I definitely love a documentary that shows like goes through the court case, like, and how it unfolds. And like when I was watching, the lady who was like the first, she was like worked with the serial killers, like the lady that befriended the serial killers. And she was she was part of that study. with how you know, like what makes a serial killer,
Mhm.
you know, and
Mom.
yeah,
It's always a mom.
yeah, go hug your mom.
Yeah. Or she'll make you a serial killer.
um,
What comes first, you hugging your mom or she making you a serial killer?
I don't know. And like she went, like there was a couple times when she was put on trial, and she was talking about how the lawyers on the other side got her because, you know, like they made her look quacky because it was, you know, it was back in the 70s and the 80s, and it was like, you know, therapy and like personality disorders weren't really like taken seriously, and it was like, and you know, they were just so good at making her look like a nut, you know.
Yeah, dude, they're good.
Yeah.
And they're good for both sides too. And I'm like, I'm watching the defense and then the prosecution, and it's just like I'm watching defense and I'm like, this
Yeah.
guy's gonna walk.
Yeah.
This is insane. He's going to fucking walk. And then I'm watching the prosecution. I'm like, oh, you gonna die, Chauvin.
Yeah.
They getting you.
Yeah.
So here's another example of a fun one. So they were like I told you earlier how they were like cross-examining what was it, a use of force expert,
Yeah.
right? Which is funny to me that there even is that.
Yeah. No, there's an expert for everything.
Yeah, it's like nah, that was good.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's like, that was a little too much.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, dude, whatever. So the defense, this is the defense's witness, right? Which means they found an expert to say what they want this expert to say, or that believes.
Right, which is the other crazy thing, right? Like you just find a dude that like, yeah, and like that, yeah, like you can find people to say anything.
Yeah, and they're also paying these people for their time.
Yeah.
Right? So they're paying witnesses. Which is a crazy phenomenon in the court system, because it's like, I mean, which one of you guys are going to pay me more?
Yeah.
You know, I'll say what do you want me to say?
Yeah.
Now, what do you want me to say? All right, here's my Venmo.
Yeah.
Well, whoever gets their money back, sorry.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's that's tough, right? So they're talking to this use of force expert. And again, it's the defense's witness. So when the defense is talking to him, they're asking, do you objectively feel like the use of force was necessary and adequate, right? And they focused their line of questioning around whether or not George Floyd was resisting, right? And another thing that they were trying to really get in the mind of the jury is whether or not a police officer is allowed to escalate use of force. Like, it doesn't have to be, what they're saying is it doesn't have to be directly proportional. So he even said, so if somebody out on the street, you're dealing with somebody and they start punching you, you don't have to get into a boxing match with them.
Right.
Like, you can pull out a baton or pepper spray or a taser.
Yeah, you stop it.
Yeah.
You escalate it to the point of stopping.
Exactly. And only then. Like, excessive force is beyond what is necessary to stop the situation.
That sounds right to me. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So that was the nuance, right? That they're trying to get into the mind of the jury, that it was as per training and directly in line with raising force to the level necessary to stop, to calm a person.
Yeah.
Right. So the one thing that they were saying, the defense was trying to make the point with this use of force expert, is he was saying that a knee on the neck doesn't cause pain.
Which is you want to be like, okay, you get on the ground, let me put my knee on your neck.
Yeah, it's just like, no, dude, just say knee on the neck out loud and watch what your body does.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you don't think that causes pain? That causes pain to say.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And like, and I'm watching along, and like when he said that, I was like, oh, they're gonna get him on that. Mm-hmm. This gonna be, and now I have to watch the prosecution. Crushed him on that.
Yeah.
He crushed him on that.
Yeah.
But then, wait, what was I telling you that the prosecution fucked up on?
The foot on the ground.
Oh yeah, the foot. But yeah, see, but it was just like, dude, it was just like the going back and forth. Like, I'm just like watching this back and forth, just loving it.
Yeah.
Just watching lawyers.
Yeah. You know, it was a crazy thing to watch, talking about like lawyers and who can buy people off and like what money can do for this kind of stuff, was the latest thing that came out about Woody Allen
Yeah.
and his court case. So when they did this, they had and his daughter said that he sexually assaulted her. She went to I think it was in Connecticut, like New Haven or something, like the child behavioral specialist place there, you know.
Yeah.
And they interviewed her to see if she was making the story up or if it was reliable so that they should go to court with it or not. And I forget exactly how many times they interviewed this girl. Remember, she was like 5.
Yeah.
But it was over 7 times, maybe like as many as 13.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, there was inconsistencies. Like, we're not going to court. And he released that information to the press.
Like, wait, what do you mean? He released what information to the press?
That his court wasn't going to be, that his case wasn't going to be prosecuted. Like, these experts found that his case didn't warrant a trial. Like, Woody Allen, the person being accused, was the one that was given that information and told the press about it.
Dude, so when you have access to a publicist.
Dude, he like, I would love to know how he pulled those strings, like, behind the scene. Like, what it was. If it was just a ton of money, or if it was like, I know this and you know, like, how those people
so you mean
were
like how he got that information?
No, like how he manipulated the whole situation.
Well, I mean, it just sounds like he got information.
No, but that's so you you never interview a 5-year-old child over 7 times on a trauma that they just experienced.
So I got some questions I have to ask.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't.
Okay, so the people that interviewed her over 7 times, were they hired by Woody Allen or were they hired by the people trying to take Woody Allen down?
They were not hired by anybody. They're like state people.
Okay.
But first of all, you're not supposed to interview a child that had a trauma that many times.
Yeah.
Like, you're re-putting.
How many times can you interview them?
Like, twice.
Yeah, because like you don't want to talk to a kid more than twice.
No.
Just about anything.
No. Yeah, right? So like, yeah. And second of all, these people that did these interviews.
It was weird because it's like it's a weird thing to, because like once you can get a child to talk about something more than twice, they start to see talking about that as a sense of currency.
Yeah.
And she probably just ruined parties for years.
Yeah.
Dude, he was just at birthday parties like, my dad wrote a bunch of good movies and raped me.
Yeah.
What did you get for your birthday?
Yeah.
It's like, my dad won an Oscar for raping me. You know, it's just like,
and
wow.
Like he tried to do they did exactly what you're saying on the lawyer thing. Like, they tried to say her inconsistencies, they claimed, were that she talked about a train set in the attic where he did this, and that she just watched a train go around and around. And he was like, there wasn't a train in the attic. And they were like, that's why she was inconsistent. But when the mom, like, you know, back then, like in the 80s, all these rich people had video cameras and like videotaped like everything that happened. So the mom videotaped the girl.
I thought you were going to, for a split second. No, for a split second, I thought you were going to say that they had one of those old school video cameras in the attic.
Yeah.
And they look from a profile, they kind of look like a train.
Oh, no, yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought this was, I was like, oh, this is good.
Yeah. No, but like good. The mom like was always videotaping all her kids because she had like 10 kids. And like from the first time the girl talked about it, she was like, there was a train in the attic. Like, brothers and sisters were like, there was a train in the attic. Like, we looked for her. There was just a train in the attic. Like, there was a train in the attic.
Yeah.
But like, for whatever reason, the lawyers were like, use that, and Woody Allen was like, no, there was no train in the attic. That's how we know she was lying. You know, like, they just picked something that it was like, oh, obviously. But then also the people that did these interviews, like, so this was like a state institution, right? Like, it wasn't like nobody hired them, but the actual people that did these interviews, all their notes disappeared. Like, they were all fired. Like, their lives were like.
You think Woody Allen was sneaking in the files and stuff, pilfering notes?
No, I think he got to the bosses. And the bosses were like, burn them, you know, or something like.
I don't know. I think Woody Allen has the posture of a dude who's like sneaking through files. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
He looks like somebody who's really good at like hovering over a filing cabinet and like sifting through and quickly grabbing what he needs.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why wears glasses.
Yeah.
He's constantly squinting in the dark. eliminating files. You think he did Watergate?
Yeah, you might have. I don't know. That man did. I don't know how he got away with the stuff he got away with, though.
I wouldn't be surprised if every time files come up missing,
Woody Allen
it's
has
Woody
them.
Allen.
I agree.
You know, like they always say that they can't find any of the fucking footage or any of the data from the moon landing. Mm-hmm. It's Woody Allen.
Woody Allen's got Bigfoot too.
Woody Allen's got it. Man, that little Woody Allen.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah.
The boy's good.
Yeah.
He is, man. I'm like, he's like a phantom of some kind. It's like you can't get that guy.
Yeah. Well, I knew he was always big, but he was like our version of royalty, it seemed like.
There was a time, you know, and of course, you know, we weren't necessarily cognizant in that time. Yeah. But it seems like he
like
was
New York City royalty.
Man. Yeah. He was I think he was royalty because he was held up on a pedestal by the industry that we held up on a pedestal. Yeah. Like Hollywood held Woody Allen up on a pedestal. Yeah. So, you know, that's like if we hold Hollywood on a pedestal. Yeah. And they're holding Woody Allen on a pedestal. Yeah. I guess he's our god. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. It's weird.
It is weird.
Yeah.
And we have to convince ourselves of all these things that absolutely were not true about Woody Allen. Like we had to believe that he was actually a good athlete at a point in his life. That's what he used to say. He was a good athlete? Yeah, he was like he never played anything organized though. He was like a good athlete around the neighborhood. Yeah. You know what I mean? But he was like really good. Like really good. He was supposed to be really good at baseball.
Really?
It's like, dude, your spine would crack apart if you swung a baseball bat. Yeah. Like, what were you good at in baseball?
Yeah. Because he's like one of those people that always looked like he looked from our lifetime, like from the day we were born. Like he's always looked the same. And it's not like, oh, he never aged. It was like, oh, he was never young. He was Benjamin Button. Yeah. Like,
I feel like he'd probably be good at getting ground balls.
Because he's
like so but he'd get it and just like run off the field with it.
Yeah. He'd Gollum it. Yeah. He'd just Gollum everything.
He just
pretty, my pretty.
Was that a gopher? What the fuck was that? That was Woody Allen.
Yeah.
He plays outfield.
In a tweed jacket.
Yeah. That's yeah, so it's all right. We're coming along. How you liking it so far?
Coming up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're liking this okay. So what is your new not fitness craze, but
pull-ups?
Yeah, I guess like what are you doing to that body? Yada 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 yada.
Do you see your daughter with her hands over her head waving them back and forth?
That was so disturbing. So disturbing. So I gotta tell this because this is absolutely absurd. So my daughter says, I got to go to the potty. And she does it like a kid does it. So she doesn't say, I got to go to a potty and then goes into the bathroom and she goes and as she's sitting on the potty, she's like, I got to go to the potty. Right. And then, like it was, we have a downstairs bathroom that doesn't have a door. Yeah. Right. And when she's like, I got to go to the potty, the way she said it sounded like the beginning of so I start going potty yaddy yaddy yaddy, and she was like on the toilet just dancing with her hands over her head. It's just like, no, what have I done? What have I done? All right. Yeah, but anyway, what new thing are you doing to that body? Yaddy 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 yaddy.
Pull-ups. I'm doing the pull-ups.
Yeah, you got a little pull-up group.
I got a pull-up gang.
Yeah, it's like the Sisterhood of the Autistic Pull-ups.
Yeah, we're gonna do them.
So how's it going? How's it going? What are you doing?
Pull-ups. We're just right now we're just getting started with it, but we've been talking about it a little bit, and now we put it into action.
So what is the goal?
The goal, everybody's got their own goal based on their starting point,
based off their BMI and their arm length.
Yeah, but basically it's like to do unassisted pull-ups, and you pick your own number that you want to be able to do in a row by the end of the month.
Is there anybody that is looking for just to do an unassisted pull-up?
Well, there is one person that hasn't ever done one, but their goal is to do 5.
Woo!
Yeah. They're going big. There. Yeah.
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 That's an astronomical increase.
Yeah.
from 0 to 5.
Yeah.
I mean, multiply that by any number.
Yeah.
Pick your number. It's a million times.
Yeah. But you know what? It was I had a cool conversation this morning because we did it this morning. That like this has been their goal their whole life to do one, but like this time she actually believes in herself.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, when you get with the Autistic Sisterhood, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Like you can literally make anything happen.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick. So what is like how are you doing? You're just hopping in and doing naked pull-ups, or you doing assisted pull-ups, or you?
Well, we're still trying to figure it out. Like right now, to this point, like we've just been doing, either unassisted, as many as you can, or some with the bands. We've got the bands going on. And like today, we were pulling, getting up above the bar and letting ourselves go down very slowly.
Oh. You guys are researching this or making it up? I mean, a lot of this stuff I agree with. I'm wondering how you autistic broads came up with these ideas.
Oh, we just came up with it.
Are you serious?
And then today I was like, Sydney's good at pull-ups. So I'm like, Sydney says you got to keep your feet in front of your body, not behind. Sydney says you can't arch your back because then you won't be able to use your lower back muscles. And I was like, I think Sydney would like us to, do a slow, come down slowly. That seems like,
yeah.
And I was like, I'll go talk to Sydney about this.
All right. That just got more autistic. That's
yeah.
sweet. I'm glad that whatever my high functional autism is helping.
Yeah.
Like via spirit.
Yeah. Like that's the thing though. Like we're in action, right? Like just put some goals in action. I probably shouldn't. I was gonna say Jordan Peterson. I don't want to, make anybody feel. But he has some solid tips.
It's
in
the
life.
same thing people say about Hitler, though, Ansley. Hitler came up with universal health care. That was his idea. So, are you sure you want to go this path with Jordan Peterson? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of his big things is that you've got to you've got to point your direction. He says it better. I forget how he says it, but you got to pick a direction. Like point your arrow. Where you want your goal.
You got to point your arrow.
And it might not be the right arrow. You can adjust it over time. As you learn more, as you get further into your goal. But to get started, you just gotta, you gotta shoot and you gotta pick a direction. You gotta start.
You just gotta come up. Do a come up.
You gotta do a come up.
You gotta do a come up.
Yeah.
Up. Direction is up.
Yeah,
That's
direction is up.
The
yeah, apparently.
We're going up.
Everything I'm doing right now is up.
Started from the bottom.
Yeah, we're going up.
We're going up.
Yeah.
That's yeah, I'm not really doing anything particularly new right now.
2 monkey feet.
I guess I was doing that. I bought. Listen, I'm a sucker for a sick product.
Yeah,
a
you
sick
are.
Fitness product.
Yeah, you are.
I can't help it, especially when I know it's going to add to the quality of life.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, our life pretty much revolves around fitness, right? And if you see an advertisement for a piece of fitness equipment that you can attach to your feet and put weights on it,
Sydney's got it.
I gotta
Sydney's
have
got 2 of it. I got 2 feet.
You're gonna call it the monkey foot? I just like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna buy that no matter what it was. You wanna buy a monkey foot? Of course. What are you talking about?
Get a hairy paw in the mail.
So
you would have been like, yeah.
This is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Ansley, I bought a monkey foot. It was exactly what I thought it was gonna be. I mean, I thought that about the actual piece of workout equipment. It's like whatever I got, it was gonna exactly be what I thought it was gonna be, and I was gonna be so happy for that purchase.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's this contraption where you can clamp it onto dumbbells, which means you're kind of unlimited for how you can adjust the weight, because as long as you have the dumbbells to do it, you can adjust the weight for that. And so today I was so did you see that video of like Tim Butterly from the bachelor party weekend, which by the way I was part of the bachelor party weekend, but I got there late, so I missed some of the stuff, so I didn't get to be in that video.
Yeah.
But he's doing it. There's a very funny comedian, Tim Butterly. Shout out Dad Meat. Shout out Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. Just shout out War Mode. That's what I spent my weekend with. Woo! Yeah, great time. What a great time. And Tim was doing this little act out of what it looks like if a man gets raped by another man missionary. Right?
Of course.
So basically, imagine that, and I'll put 2 weights on the end of their feet.
Yeah.
I was doing that workout today.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm not getting raped by a man. I'm strengthening my rape defense by a man muscles.
I just thought you were going to be getting raped better.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Oh, you call that a rape? This is a rape. You just like start pulling him in.
You start raping him. He's like, oh my God.
Oh, no. You're going deep. It's like, oh, can I stop? Like,
Yeah.
Man, how crazy would it be if like he sued me and won? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, you better listen. If you penetrate, you're penetrating. How about that? How about that? I'm trying to come up. Yeah, but yeah, that is something that I'm looking to do. I'm looking to, strengthen my hips. I got to strengthen those hips.
I was just thinking about the lawyers for your case.
Yeah. You think, who would you want to represent as a lawyer?
I'm not into representing the guy that breaks into the house and then gets shot and then sues the other person. Like I don't like that guy.
Yeah. It's kind of like the equivalent of like when your dad catches you smoking and makes you smoke the whole pack.
Yeah.
It's like, I caught you raping. I'm going to make you rape the whole butt. Or you going to rape all this.
Yeah. Teach him a lesson. I'll never rape again.
Oh, no, you won't. It's just like this is, okay, we're going here. So he comes from all the raping, from all the my self-inflicted raping, and then I just hold him there.
Yeah.
Just wait for him to get hard again and just re-rape. It's like, this is never over. Oh, shit, I'm cramping. from all this raping myself pantomime I'm doing, I'm starting to cramp.
Were you really cramping? I thought you were cramping.
Oh, man. All right, let that out. Let that out.
That would be something you'd really have to consider. You might need a Camelback during this rape lesson that you're teaching.
Put some pickle juice in it.
Yeah.
I might have just to wear one at all times because you never know when it's going to happen.
You got to be prepared.
Oh, my God. For the people that are watching this right now, they're also watching me deal with this rape as we're riffing this. Just listen, leave no riff behind.
You're dealing with the rape, not the cramp, huh?
Oh, man. Oh, we're just flowing. We're just flowing. Right? This new format is fun, right? Mm-hmm. It's like way easier than like, trying to like find topics and shit to talk about. Because now it's just like anything that's in our mind that's stuck can come out naturally through the flow.
A lot of coming.
Dude, think about how often you've been watching that Woody Allen documentary and it just came up today.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just easy flow.
Yeah.
Easy flow. So we go. Okay, so this format has a lot of options, right? So we're just going with. We've only done a few of our options, which is crazy, right? So we're kind of closing down now. But do you have any stories from the week or from recent memory where you felt lucky to be jacked?
Oh, geez. Nothing's popping in my mind. Why, do you have any?
I mean, not particularly. I mean, I felt I do like I know I said it before, but I felt like dealing with a tragedy. It kind of I'm kind of happy that we were fit.
Oh, I've got one. I feel like I kicked this vaccine's ass.
Oh yeah, you fucked it up.
Yeah, it didn't get me.
Yeah.
I trained jiu-jitsu twice.
Yeah.
I sweated it out.
Dude, I knew that fucking vaccine wasn't taking you down.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't taking you down.
Yeah.
This is like, man, like other people were like, oh my God, I was out for like 2 weeks. It's like, dude, I can't say it now, but as soon as Ansley gets it, I'm going to call you a pussy. I promise. I promise. Like, I don't know yet for sure.
Yeah.
Like if she even gets a sniffle, you're off the hook.
Yeah.
but yeah, that was pretty sick. Ansley got the vaccine. I am not getting the vaccine.
Yeah.
We feel a little different about that. But that's like the beauty of this relationship. We don't have to, we support each other no matter how different the thing about us is. Right? It's, which is, that's what's up. Like, I guess, we did a lot of climbing. while we were away, climbing that boulder.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, okay. This is okay. So there was some boulder climbing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was something I was hyped up on last week because I stumbled upon not just the fact that climbing is about to be in the Olympics, but I stumbled upon some of the events that are going to be in the Olympics, and now I'm obsessed with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a climber. I'm a lawyer climber, basically.
Yeah.
You know, and so bouldering is an event in the Olympics, and me and my son have really been getting into it and watching it. And while we were up in New York, it was a wet day, and we were climbing a boulder, and my son just got up to the top of the boulder, and he was like, "Daddy, come up." And I start climbing up the boulder, and it was like so wet and slippery, and I felt like I was gonna fall. I was afraid to reach up, and I just kind of clung to the boulder, just like hanging in there. And I eventually was able to climb up after all that hanging, you know, like burning my muscles out from clinging to that boulder. I was still able to climb up, and I was just like, if I wasn't in shape, my son would have had to see me as a different human.
Yeah.
Like, he's still probably processing how long it took me to get over my fear of slipping 4 feet.
Yeah.
Which is like, that was a weird feeling because like it was not a far fall, but it felt terrifying to fall off that boulder that far.
Yeah.
It was strange, you know. But you know, that's really it. So again, and here we go, Ansley. We're gonna close this down. How was your quest for enlightenment this week? Are you enlightened? Are you close? If you are enlightened, what is it like? If you're not, how did you miss?
I'm ejaculating into my brain, so I'm very much on my way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah. No, I feel like in all seriousness, you know, like with what we've been through in the past 2 weeks, like I don't know if I'm enlightened, but I want to be enlightened because I want to be connected to the spiritual world because, you know, that's where love and energy and people that leave this world are.
Yeah.
And I want that.
Man, that was deep.
Yeah.
I don't even think I want to say anything after that. I think I said we're ending this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is two Jack Bros. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Like, this is what we kind of started out like a long time ago, kind of like this, and we kind of got away from it because we fell into the silliness a little bit. But now that we're focusing on us, on not just us, but on like what we can give back to people.
Yeah.
I think this is a better feeling format.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So look forward to that.
A shout out to our to Chris Bruno on an amazing wedding this
weekend. Congratulations. Congratulations. Chris, man, this wedding had a macaroni and cheese bar.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is, trust me, you know what that is. It's exactly what and like, so the options to put in your macaroni and cheese, there was shrimp, which do it.
Yeah.
Because how often do you get to put macaroni and cheese and shrimp?
Yeah.
Crab meat.
That's where I went.
That's where you went. But you also tasted some of my shrimp, so it's not like she didn't get a taste of the shrimp.
Yeah.
Right. And then there was, of course, some vegetables. There was some spinach.
There's garlic. There's big chunks of garlic. Oh, that was...
You got the garlic in yours, didn't you?
That
I saw the garlic, and I was like, maybe that's a little too fancy for me. Like, maybe I don't need garlic breath.
Yeah.
You know? And then I tasted yours.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
I should have got the garlic breath.
Yeah.
It's not like we wouldn't have fucked anyway. You know what I mean? It's us.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, we didn't because I had to leave this.
Because you went to get raped by some dudes.
I needed to go test my rape muscles. Yeah, but I had to leave this reception and then go finish out a bachelor party weekend for my boy. Shout out to Matt McCusker again. And, man, congratulations on your upcoming nuptials.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This was the most wedding weekend I've ever experienced in my life.
Yeah. There's a lot of love out there.
Dude, it was like the perfect wedding weekend for Sydney to experience. It was like a deconstructed wedding weekend where, because we ended up missing the service for the first wedding, but we went to the reception. We got there on time. And so we went to the reception, and then I went to a bachelor party. I only did the fun parts.
Yeah.
That's it. Dude, I just feel so lucky. And not lucky that I missed the ceremony. I mean,
right.
For all I know, it could have been an amazing ceremony that would have added to the value of the weekend.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just, again, like, I just had a bunch of fun with people that I care about who were experiencing. It's like people that I care about celebrating people that I care about.
Yeah. No, it was awesome to be at a family event where people were just outpouring their love in support of one of their family members.
Yeah,
and that was amazing.
It was not only amazing, but it was like, for us, it was very timely.
Yeah.
Because I really felt like it helped you ease us back into our natural world.
Yeah.
After, like being in almost like a stasis for 2 weeks of just like of a constant like disbelief.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where it was just like, again, with somebody who is so uniquely special, you can't move on from this person. This person is gonna, like, your mom, again. So I have to say this because people are hearing me talk about your mom, and I'm like, it's her mom. Like, why is he talking about her mom like this? And again, this is the one in a billion type of a person. And so when Ansley called me and told me the news, when I got off the phone with Ansley, I immediately called my mom and my stepmom, because Ansley's mom was a part of the extended family. Like, everybody loved her, and my mom, she said to me, she goes, I feel so bad for you. I know you've never had somebody so close to you die. And her mom died just a year ago or a year and a half ago. And I lived with her. I lived with my grandmom. But my mom understood the magnitude of this relationship, because she could feel with her limited experience how special that connection was for her, how special she could see that connection was for me and us and just the family, and just, like, this was a magical woman, and everybody that experienced her was lucky and felt that way. And we're talking about, like, my mom is a bad burrito, which means as a mom, she doesn't want any other woman taking precedent in her son's life. But again, she's always been supportive of you, and she was perfectly fine knowing that your mom was the matriarch of our family.
Yeah.
She even told me many times that she felt lucky that Ansley's mom was the matriarch of our family. That's like, my mom, like, lives to be the matriarch of family. She a bad bitch.
Yeah.
And she gladly relinquished the crown. So again, shout out to everybody that stuck by us in this 2-week hiatus. I hope you came back and enjoyed what we had to put down. I hope it connected with you a little bit. And we'll do the shout-outs. We'll do some shout-outs. Let's see. Are we still here? We're still cranking. I'm so nervous that everything's just going to go out. What do you think about headphones? You want to try some headphones?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how fancy and updated we get. All right. So, shout-outs to Mike Butler, Mike Levy, Liz Bott, Doc, Kevin Stevens, Julian from Canada, Kevin Lau, Mary Jo Butterly. What is up? Thank you so much. Shout out for being there for my wife. I really appreciate you. Nicole, Raj, Janelle, Courtney, Rick, Keith Butts, Andrew Pace, Kyle. She appreciates you too. I'm just doing the shout outs right now. She tends to not interrupt. I don't want you to think that I'm speaking for her. You know what I mean? Like, Ansley is a strong, independent woman. She's fierce. Round. Yas. Well, I don't know what weird empowering sound to make right now. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Just continue.
Okay. Andrew Pace, Kyle Hancock, Erica Daniels, Levi Mercer, Justin Masabi, Ezekiel Elias, Logan, Ryan, Roger Down, Joe, Rob, Joe Francis, and his girlfriend's company, Saved by the Reef. They're probably married by now. Who knows? Get a little some pandemic nuptials. Didn't invite us. No big deal. TJ James, what up? Our man down under holding us down. Nick Cupsey and his 2 books, Lost in the Mail and The 5 People You Meet in Wawa. This old guy still don't remember who you are. Hope you made it through the pandemic. Hope you didn't get canceled. Chris Bruno, Kevin McGran, Graham Hoffman. Again, Chris Bruno, congratulations, man. Yes. You did it. You linked up with the person that you care about, that you love, who loves you, and you guys made it happen in front of your parents and loved ones. You know what I mean? And by the way, Chris Bruno, the first time that bell was rung to make you kiss, guess who did it?
I told him.
You told him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I love it.
Yeah.
Also, if you notice that people were doing a rhythmic clap, I kind of manipulated that too. No big deal. No big deal. It's okay. Graham Hoffman, Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker. I just noticed that his their company is expanding a little bit, and they're doing something with vegetables too.
Vegetables.
Yeah, I gotta look and see what that is. It looks cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out
You
to
go, Chris Tucker.
Mother Tucker's beef jerky and now Mother Tucker's
vegetables.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be dried vegetables or what they're gonna be, but
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they are. Sean Dowdy too, who reached out, and shout out to you, man. He reached out to see if there was any seafood. He works at a seafood distributor, and he was like, if you guys want some seafood to it's dude, he's the man. Like,
yeah,
these people, these great people. Guy Patterson, Brian Buckner, who kept me entertained with. Yeah, I love everybody. Tiscani Rodriguez, Sean the Boner King of all boners, our man John Montag, and a new guy. I'm gonna add him right now. Sam Aman, artist on Instagram. I don't want to say his name wrong, so I'll look that up and make sure I have it right for the next time. But just follow me.
Yes.
You're currently listening to Melissa Vile Kingdom and her band Circadian Clock. Thank you so much for listening. Check out our Patreon. We love you.
Bye. Yeah. She got you.